We are live, and I
Yay.
don't have the game up, because why would I? Why would I have the game up? Everybody can hear it, but... There we go. Okay. Hello, everyone!
Wow.
I am dressed up. I don't normally wear a white shirt and suspenders.
And I'm usually a dog VTuber.
Yes. You are on my screen. I don't have your costume. Actually, I gotta now look at your costume, see what you look like. I haven't got a notification that you're
What?
live yet.
I don't know if I'm live. I can't tell.
You are live.
What is the meaning of life and all of its things?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. I'm a bear
You got a
witch.
wig on and everything. You got blue eyes.
I'm a bear witch today.
You're a bear witch.
A bear witch. I don't know if that's a thing.
That literally could just be any other VTuber.
I'm a different VTuber. I'm a VTuber that's I don't know. I'm planning on editing this VTuber model so it looks a little more like the thing. Basically, I wanted a kind of like a standard beat model to replace my my main model for a bit because my main model is old. It doesn't have a lot of face articulation. Like even this as an edible model that I only paid $100 some odd for has a lot more expressions and stuff going on. Like if I'm like, you know, doing the mouth movement and everything.
Does this still work?
No, not right now. I don't have that turned on.
Oh, okay.
Why are you trying to do things that I don't have turned on right now?
Then.
What?
Or, not
Stop
bits.
wasting
What the hell those
literals.
are?
I don't have
Trees.
tits on right now, okay? I turned up tits. Tits is banned. Banning tits right now. Don't use tits. How do I ban tits for now?
How does one ban tits?
How do I ban tits for now? How do I?
How are we having this conversation right now?
Look,
Tit banning.
I don't fucking make the names of things. It's not my fault people have dirty minds when they make shit. Anyway, so you're all probably wondering what the heck is happening on this stream tonight. Well, other than the fact that I'm playing ducks.
And I'm playing Castlevania. It might help if I actually entered my name or something.
Other than ducks are happening on my screen.
Ducks are happening on Cherry's stream.
Ducks.
Castlevania is happening on mine.
As you can also see, Orgo's Castlevania game is up in the corner over yonder. You can see what he's doing when I have it open properly, and it's not open properly right now. Oh, there it goes. Now it's back. There it is.
Okay. Ooh,
We
Dracula
are-
Duck. On your
Yeah.
screen.
Yes, it's as you can see, the waiting pool is Halloween themed right now. So
Yay! You gotta keep this one on for 24 hours too?
I don't want to destroy my computer anytime soon, but I guess we can do that for like.
I am not playing
Like-
this game for 24 hours.
I guess we could run ducks for 24 hours for Thanksgiving or something.
There you go.
That could be a fun thing we could do. Thanksgiving ducks. Let's do that, guys. What?
Maybe
Ha,
I try to do the same thing.
maybe.
Get
Anyway,
over here, Jack.
so what our main topic is going to be tonight is Castlevania, the animated series. So, the recent sequel series that they decided to put out on Netflix is bad as shit. I could not sit through 3 episodes of that goddamn series without me wanting to bang my head into a wall because the characters were written so poorly that I was like, there's no way the characters are like these in the video games, are they? But people like defend the changes going, oh, but you know Castlevania doesn't have really any story going on in it, so it's okay they made all these changes. And I'm like, but I'm still gonna be like, why are they in France? And why do they all have British accents?
And I want to point out that whole everybody saying, oh, Castlevania doesn't have a story, you just whip Medusa heads and bats and everything. This series is literally the most lore-heavy Castlevania in the entire series. Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, with the possible exception of the Sorrow games, it's probably the most story-driven Castlevania games.
Like there's an actual plot line going, like...
Yes, as we are watching right now.
Richard, see, that's his girlfriend.
What brings you here?
That young lady.
That is
Oh wait,
his girlfriend.
shit, that is Dio.
With my old foes.
Is it Dio?
Yeah, that's Dio.
Bring her alive. I have a most
Guys, the voice person who voices Dracula here is Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
But it was me, Dio.
It's
However
English,
that
it's the
meme
English
goes.
voice actor for Dio, guys.
prepare a proper welcome.
I can hear it. Shit.
Yes, and in case you're wondering why I'm doing the English voice acting, is I do not do subs. I do not do... Yeah, subs. I do
Subs.
dubs. That's just the way I am. And I
Hi,
am gonna have
Fractured.
to
Welcome
shut
to
this
the
door
stream.
again.
As you can see, I'm a bear witch tonight. I changed everything up. Hello, Burridge. Hello.
One second, I gotta shut
I used
this
my demon powers
door.
to change into a different VTuber. I don't know. I'm sure this VTuber exists somewhere on Twitch somewhere. So it's a custom.
If not, I'm gonna steal it. And then I'm gonna sue you for using it.
Well, you can't do that. That's not how this works. This is a free to edit model. You can't do that. The person who made the model would then sue you.
Now, the thing about this game that I just want to point out real quick is that there are optional paths that you can take.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not remember... Yeah, it's over here. Do I want to go that way, though?
This model has pouty face.
I don't want to go down there. Apparently that was a pit. I'm good at this game, I swear. That's... Alright, so... Anyways, the other things with the Castlevania anime that came out is... I think we've already touched on the fact that none of the characters are basically like the video game counterparts.
Yeah. Mm.
And that's somehow a mage now. Richter's an insufferable ass.
Yeah.
As is Maria. They're both... You know what? Everybody in the frickin' cartoon is an insufferable ass.
That's like the main problem with the new cat. So, the change they made in the first series is manageable enough because they made Alucard, Trevor, and I forget bitch's name. Celica. They made them all at least likable in some way. You know.
Yeah, I gotta hit the body.
It's like they're all dickheads, but they're dickheads whose hearts are in the right place, you know?
So, also, with the exception of Alucard, the other two didn't have a distinctive personality because they were just 8-bit sprites.
Yeah.
Alucard had Symphony of the Night, though, and his character is pretty much on point.
Yeah.
There isn't much deviation.
There isn't. Well, the thing is, they can't actually change Alucard too much because if they do, fans would riot. Because Alucard is the fan favorite, obviously, in every single Castlevania game. Alucard is always the favorite character. It's probably because he's the most, you know, character who shows up the most aside from Dracula. So, yeah.
I think Death actually might have more appearances than Alucard.
Maybe I want maybe more appearances in Alucard, but you know, I mean, like in terms of the main characters, I guess, not like
Yeah.
enemy characters. So anyway, I figured like why? So what can we change? I'm in the mindset of so just complaining won't solve anything because the writers will just say, if you're so smart, why don't you just write it yourself? And you know, like, you know what? I will write it myself because F you. So
I've got.
so maybe not writing, but maybe like suggestions on how to change things to make it a little better. So so I'm like looking through. So first off, we have to make some changes even in the first season because there are some changes in the first season that are there are some things in the first stuff. Well, not first season. The first and second season we can actually keep pretty much the same. I don't think too many things have to change in it. Except for, you know, Isaac and Hector probably should be different characters than Isaac and Hector in the games. Because...
I mean, they are pretty much different characters than they are in the game, so I can see that.
yeah, so I think...
Basically, they just took their names and created brand new characters.
Yeah, I mean... Hector technically still looks like himself, but the way he acts isn't anything like he is in... And this is for someone who's barely seen anything on Castlevania. I don't think he acts like anything he does in the game.
I will be honest, my knowledge of Curse of Darkness is limited, so I don't know how Hector is in that game.
I think...
I don't believe he's a soul freaking...
Yeah. I think
what they call him?
I think he's against Dracula. Because I think he's helping Trevor in those games. So...
I think Trevor... Oh god, I'm trying to remember now. I don't remember Trevor's involvement in that game.
Or maybe...
I feel like I want to say that he's fighting with Hector, but
Yeah.
like I said, my knowledge of that game is very, very limited.
So that's why I'm like, I think we need to just change these characters and make them new characters because, you know, they're nothing like the characters that are in the game.
Yeah.
And Isaac definitely is nothing like how he is in the games. Aside from just the whole, you know, and being in love with Dracula side point, the fact that, you know, he was also race swapped and everything. I refuse to participate in Ginger side. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to participate in turning...
Right. He was redhead. He was a redhead.
I don't want to
about that.
participate in Ginger side, guys. I'm sorry.
Ow.
So we need to change these characters. These guys need to be brand new named characters. I think we also need to lessen their importance in the story. So I think that's what the problem with season 3 and 4 of Castlevania was, is the fact that they tried to make all of these characters main characters. Hector and Isaac shouldn't have as big of an importance as the main 3 characters. Also, so I was like thinking like, how would I fix season 3 and 4? So first off, I think I would do a larger what's a time skip, and we would like maybe Trevor and Celica had their first kid already or something like that instead, and maybe they didn't go off on a journey. Maybe they started like building the village or whatever around Dracula's castle or something instead. So that way we can skip all of the emo Alucard stuff that adds nothing to the story. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, in the thing.
Yeah, that added nothing to anything.
It added. Ooh, Maria. It added a sex scene that didn't need to happen.
Yeah, it's like we don't need all that. That was stupid.
You son of a... What are you doing to her?
Oh.
Wait, Belmont.
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 Blasted.
All that
That's a
stuff.
character that's a character that was not
Yeah.
in Nocturne.
So anyway,
Oh,
yeah.
shaft.
So what we do is we're gonna rewrite. See, I don't like that she's wearing pants. She should have a skirt or something. because-
That's uncomfortable. Oh, skirt. Okay.
So here's like the bad thing is that they took. So I don't want to skip to already to Nocturne. But they just lifted her design from here. And I'm like, you changed so much about designs about all the other characters. Why would you keep hers the same? Especially when you're trying to go for a weird. You decided to add real history to it, and she's supposedly a peasant, and she's wearing pastel pinks and pants, and I'm like, if she's from a poor family, she wouldn't have that brightly colored outfit. Also, she's a bit old to be wearing pastel pink.
I think she's supposed to be 12.
Well, she's supposed to be 12 here. I think they aged her to 14 or something, like that her older age in the thing. Because it goes like in this one she's 12, then she's 14, and then she's 16, right? Like how it goes through across these
In
games.
Symphony of the Night,
Yeah.
I think she's 19 in Symphony of the Night, 20. I think Symphony of the Night is 8 years after Rondo. So that would make her about 2021.
All right. But you know what I'm saying. I think she was aged up to 14. But regardless, but this time period that would be, and she's still too old to be wearing pastel pink because pastel pink is for one a boy's color and for two, it's for children. So at this age, she would not be considered a child by historical. By this age, she would be dressing like an adult. Whatever that means.
Dressing like a grown person.
Yeah.
I do want to point out.
Also, as a revolutionary, why would she be wearing that, like, that kind of frilly outfit anyway? This is what I don't understand about the things that they've done, and so they try to make her like this badass revolutionary person, and but she's still wearing pastel pinks, like she's supposed to be the innocent character like she is in the games.
I am really sucking at this.
I don't get it.
But one of my biggest gripes, I want to talk about this now, with the cartoon is, or anime, whatever the hell you want to call it, freaking animated feature, live action. But one of my biggest gripes with it is, okay, you got Richter and Maria, they know each other, and I don't know if they actually did this, but when it came out, it was advertised pretty much as a retelling of Rondo of Blood.
Right.
But it's anything but.
Right.
So what I was thinking is maybe if they made it a sequel. I don't know if that was if they said it was or what, but maybe if they made I wouldn't be as upset if it was a sequel.
Well, I'd have to get into my rewrite of this series. I have to go back and talk about we have to go in order for rewrite. I shouldn't have gotten into it. I just got hung up on the character designs again, and about like things don't match up to things that they want to do.
Missed them.
And but let me talk about. Let's go in order, and we'll talk about, so we can keep the first 2 seasons kind of intact. We're gonna change a couple things. We're gonna make Isaac and Hector not as prominent in the series. We're gonna make even Carmilla not as prominent in the series as she was, because she did fucking nothing. Bitch got killed by Isaac. And it was like, it was so boring. That whole story thing that was going on was boring. Like, there were too many characters, the stories they were trying to tell in the season 3 and 4 that I felt is what caused, it's like why everybody wasn't really interested in what was going on except for the final fight with Death. So, I'm thinking...
Fair enough.
I'm thinking, so like I was saying from the rewrite, I'm thinking from the rewrite, we go forward a little more forward in time. Trevor and her and Serena, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Sypha don't go off on a journey right away. They think, hey, since the Belmont place and Dracula's castle is right here, why don't we start a village or something? Might as well. We're gonna have to do something, right? So they do that. We can skip Alucard's emo arc. It doesn't add anything because Alucard's already an emo motherfucker. So, and there's time. We can still scar him for life with time. We'll say Trevor and Celica have their first kid. We'll say, I don't know who was really the firstborn, but I know they have 3 kids. They have 2 daughters and a son, right? According to the Belmont family tree.
I'd have to look it up.
Hang on, let me, since I'm the one...
At least one kid. I think Christopher is their kid.
Let's see. Belmont.
I think it's Christopher.
Family.
No, it's not Christopher. It's somebody. I don't think it's ever confirmed, like, which one is this.
Castlevania Ricky. Alright, so it goes Trevor and Sypha. And they have 3 kids. They have Anne Belmont, Frederick Belmont, and Mary Belmont. So yeah, they have 2 daughters.
None of them are major players.
They have 2 daughters and a son. Anne is the person who is gonna marry someone and become the Morris clan, and Mary and Leo are gonna become the Helsing clan. Which
Sounds about right.
Which I don't know if that plays any major parts in what things.
I don't. God, I'm trying to think if there's a Helsing appearance in. I know there's Charlie Vincent, who was in Castlevania 64, who is inspired by Van Helsing, but I'm pretty sure they made Castlevania 64 non-canon at this point.
But
so.
yeah. But anyway, so Anne, Frederick, and Belmont are the middle generation, and then Frederick and Janice are the parents of Christopher.
There you go. Christopher is the Belmont in Castlevania adventure.
But anyway, we're not gonna talk about that. So we're gonna say that Anne is the. I'm angry right now. We're gonna say that Anne is the oldest, so that way we can have fun with this, and the fact that we'll say that she's the one with crazy magical powers, and they don't know what to do with magical power, baby. To keep track. So basically, this will give Alucard to do something. Alucard can have fun babysitting adventures, while at some point, we'll say, oh, there's rumors going on that someone out there has plans to reincarnate Dracula or something. Like, so this is how we can get death introduced into the thing, so we can have a fancy death fight or something at the end.
Yeah.
So we'll say there's like weird rumors going around that someone's inviting Dracula. Meanwhile, Carmilla will kind of be written off of the thing. So like, we'll use her for an introduction to a different Belmont or something instead, because I feel like
Nothing of value is lost.
And nothing of value was lost to write out Carmilla and her gal group. The reason why I'm saying this is because I don't think we should have 2 villains for the last 2 seasons, because it's only like 12 episodes between the last 2 seasons, and that's not enough
2?
time. What?
Season 3 had at least 5 I can think of off the top of my head.
Right, so there's not enough time to establish 2 villains with the episode count we have.
Yeah. 8.
Yeah.
Just think about that. And I'm counting all the vampires as one villain.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking all, it's way more than 5.
Right. No. Yeah, but so we need to get rid of the and gal group. So Sylvia and Trevor are gonna go out, and they're gonna be like, okay, Alucard, you watch the baby while we're gone. And he's like, wait, what?
Alucard is regulated to babysitter.
Well, isn't that what he does with all the Belmonts going forward from this point? If you think about it.
Well, he's not babysitting them, but he's kind of like protecting them from
he's
his
pretty much
eventual
babysitting
father.
them. That's technically babysitting. Pretty much babysitting. So it's Alucard's first adventure babysitting a Belmont. This is setting up for what the rest of his life is going to be like. So instead of having emo Alucard moments, we have I don't
we're going
know
this way.
how to take care of a baby moment instead, which I think would work better. Don't you think that this would work better? I do. I think it would work better, and that's all that matters. And nothing of value was lost of rewriting those depression scenes with baby shenanigans instead.
Baby shenanigans?
Yes, baby shenanigans.
That's what you call it?
Yeah, because what else do you do with a baby that can use magic and you don't know how to take care of the baby that can use magic? I'm talking like a 3 or 4-year-old, by the way. I was being like time skip.
Trying to think of what else I would change with the previous anime, cartoon, show. You know what? Show works.
Yeah,
you just
show.
call it a
The
show.
show. But yeah, this is like those are like I think those are the main changes that can be done. I guess we can still have Saint Germain around. I still
Yeah, that's one of the villains, by the way, I was thinking, as far as like the 5.
I don't know if we should have him around though. I think he also causes problems with the plot since it doesn't really
Getting that right now.
resolve anything. It doesn't. The Sandra main plot is kind of dumb. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it was very good because there's not a resolution or anything. You know?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying not to die. I'm trying to honestly remember a lot of what Saint Germain did. Saint Germain, whatever the hell it's pronounced. Saint Germain.
Saint Germain.
I'm pretty sure what he was attempting to do is resurrect a
Well, he wasn't.
old flame.
He wasn't attempting to resurrect her. He was. She's like in some sort of magical void or something like that. And he's trying to reach that. It's why he's immortal, I think, or something, because they were both doing magical shenanigans. And so she's in there, and he's trying to find her. And it doesn't really go anywhere, and I think he's just been effed over by death the entire time, more than anything. I thank you for the drink. I think... How do I turn off redeems right now so I can talk about my plans? My plans of fixing Fixin'.
You could be like
Fixing
me and not be
Castlevania.
affiliate and not have them.
I don't know how to do that. How do you don't be affiliate after you affiliate?
I don't think it's possible. You could start over, then you're not affiliate anymore.
I don't want to start over. I worked very hard to get where I am right now. I worked
All I
hard for this.
know, regardless of whatever we do, Malcolm McDowell is being deaf in
Okay.
anything.
Well-
Case in point, what I'm dressed up with like right now. Of course, I want to have Malcolm McDowell involved in some way.
But yeah, this is just. I'm not like going over fine details. I'm just saying all the stuff we need to get rid of mostly in order so that we can streamline the plot better. Because oh lordy, 3 and 4
You know what would be
was.
good?
There was so much stuff that was not necessary in season 3 and 4. In fact, you could probably cut it down to only 1 season so we could get to Death Fighter. And then what we could do is for the next season is we could move on to the next Belmont or something. We could move on. You know what? We can use all like the leftover stuff that we cut out. And we can move on to Christopher Belmont. And we can use Carmilla and all that shit. In his very short series.
I
Because
see a lot of people being upset about Christopher being the next thing.
that's fine.
I think at the very minimum they shouldn't have just said, screw Simon.
Well, they definitely shouldn't have jumped to Richter because he's the second to last Belmont that on the timeline. Because then it goes to Julius right after him.
Now that I wouldn't mind. If you know what, that actually would have been perfect if they brought in Julius and they told his story of what happened, because there's never been a Julius game.
True.
That's Sorrow. That's Soma.
That's true. It would be interesting actually if they go to the last part in the timeline instead of like this one. They just moved to Richter just so they could do the most popular
Yeah.
Belmont. Is he the most popular one?
Simon probably is, but
Yeah.
the issue with Simon is that his story.
He has no story.
NES game, so
Well,
there's a story there, but it's like a
Well-
text scroll at the beginning of the game.
I guess what we could do is if we go to Simon. Okay, so we go to Simon maybe for the short series instead. We use Carmilla as the hook point since we kind of cut her out from the thing, right? So we use her as a point, and her fucking things up. And instead of her like succeeding in the stuff she does, she accidentally revives Dracula, and that's what we can do for like a plot instead, you know? I think that would work. And then we can use, and then Simon has to kill Dracula, and we could have another of the what is a man but a miserable anyway.
Well, with Simon, if they just did Simon's story, they can forego the first one. Dracula, well, say Dracula is still dead.
Yeah.
But but what the Simon story is, Simon kills Dracula, and then with the second game, with Dracula's dying breath, he curses Simon.
Right.
And Simon's going to die in a set amount of time.
Wow.
So what Simon has to do is he has to find all of Dracula's body parts, resurrect Dracula so he can kill him again to break the curse.
Right. So we don't.
That's
Right.
so that's
So with our plot, we don't even need to do that. We can just do. Really, he came to hunt down Carmilla because Carmilla's trying.
Come on.
Because Carmilla's trying to do her, make her little utopia thing, which I think this would work better if she had time, because it doesn't make sense for her to like out of nowhere, because she's supposed to be portrayed as smart, but she doesn't do a single smart thing in the series. And So what she should be doing is that she should wait and bide her time and find a way to like reestablish her power. And so they know like waiting 100 years, I think would do the trick, you know? And
It's not a bad idea.
and then those things just so coincidentally align, and her is starting chaos again. Death appears and goes, haha, I fooled you. It's like, I may have been beaten by Trevor Belmont in the past, but now that I have used you, we can get Dracula reincarnated for real this time. For reals. And then she's like, damn it.
Realsies.
For realsies. And so Dracula is reincarnated and he's like, what is a man but a miserable pile of...
You just want that speech.
I do want that
Oh.
speech. It's good speech.
Just start the goddamn level again.
It's a good
It's a Benatar.
I think it's a good speech, and it's... Look, Castlevania is known for these dumb speeches, okay? I need the dumb speech in there, alright? I need the miserable pile of secret speech in the goddamn game, okay? I mean, in the goddamn show.
What is a man?
What is a man?
Oh, hold on. I got something to show you then.
I want...
Where is it? You'll have to look at my screen for a second.
I want...
I feel like I'm tangled up in things.
What is a man?
I got this little plaque.
Click. Okay, where am I looking? Am I looking at your Twitch?
You can just look at my stream
Your stream?
and look at my look at the where my webcam is. Do 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 do. Holding it up.
Hang on. This is not working.
I'll hold it here. Let me know when you get there.
I can't see it over here. Hang on.
You can't see my
Let me-
stream?
No, let me go to Twitch.
Well, that's what I meant, my Twitch.
Oh! I thought you meant there. Alright, so what was it?
It's a little 3D
What
thing.
was that then?
What is a man? A miserable little pile. Let's see. It's only a small one. They had a freaking giant poster size one,
Yeah.
but it was freaking $100.
I like. But okay, it's like I don't remember that speech being done in the first one, so you know, I need it in one of the seasons. The what is a man speech needs to happen because that's an important thing for Dracula. That is like the one thing in Castlevania I know, and everybody should know is the what is the man speech.
Or translations.
Yeah. The man.
The remake of, well, not remake, but the PlayStation Portable version, which is what we're playing right now, of Symphony of the Night, they actually changed all the dialogue.
Yeah.
So what is a man no longer exists. I do want to point out that the dialogue that is there is actually a lot closer to what is actually said in the Japanese version. And it's basically...
But it's still like a stupid speech, isn't it, though?
Well, yeah, it's still a silly speech, but the line, I think, now is, "Ha, mankind, nothing but a cesspool of hatred and lies."
Well, then I see that line that in the thing from Dracula. Dracula's gotta say something profane and dumb, you know? It's like, it's mankind who revived me through their greed and avarice. Or
Well, he does
something.
kind of say something dumb at the very beginning, because he tells the people they have 1 year to prepare, and he explains 1 year 7 or 8 times in the opening. You have 1 year. I will give you 1 year. Prepare. 1 year later, I will kill you all in 1 year. All right, we did it. 1 year.
Yeah. He wanted to drive it really home, that for sure that they understood that 1 year. He's like, I'm trying to give you guys a hint. You guys should kill me before a year is over. Because here's the other thing that, well, they did get right in the first one, but the fact that Dracula's not reincarnating isn't gonna drive home as well, because they decided, I don't know why they decided the route of Dracula not being reincarnated every 100 years, because that's like the main point of Castlevania.
Yeah, that's why Dracula. Yeah.
So like,
Belmont's fight to begin with.
it's like that's why the Belmonts fight. So I don't understand at all why they get rid of that for the thing. But anyway, well, that's the other thing where I have to get rid of the happy ending with his wife and him being reincarnated, because the point of Dracula is that he can't be happy. Dracula can't ever be happy. That's the price he paid for being a vampire. Like, he can have, like, maybe moments of happiness, but it's gonna get taken away from him in the end. The point of Dracula is he's a tragic man, and he wants the Belmonts to kill him. He wants to stay dead, but he can't. And he has to play the game, because that's what death wants him to do.
I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute. I can recite that whole opening.
Yeah. So the point that the reason why he does the dumb speeches, why he plays it up to 100, he's playing this role. He's playing the role he was given, so he could be like, "All right, bitch, maybe this time it'll stick to death. Maybe this time it'll stick, and I won't come back." So yeah, so our options. Okay, so after we do all that and we rewrite, and so we move on to whatever Belmont we decide to do. I think there's too many problems with, I say as I barely watched it because I could only sit through 3 episodes.
I think that was enough. Hold that thought. Entertain the streams. I'll be right back.
All right, guys. So we're gonna keep talking about like how we. So there's too much that I'd have to fix with Nocturne. So either, like I said, we have to do a Simon series, and like I said, we would do is that we would rework in. We'd do a stupid Dracula speech. Dracula would definitely get revived. Oh, there goes my hat. Dracula would definitely get revived. Carmilla would probably play some effects into it so that we could have some story. We could rework a bunch of shit into it. If we had... Sure, if we could reuse characters, maybe how we could do that is X Isaac, whatever his new name would be after I changed him into an actual brand new character, because he is a brand new character. Maybe he could turn himself into a night beast, and that would be the person who would unknowingly be helping Death and trying to get revenge on Carmilla at the same time, while Simon is doing Simon things.
Simon is doing Simon
Simon
things.
So I was like thinking, like, how could I like work some of 3 and 4's plot, since we cut out a lot of shit from it, and I'm like, maybe we could reuse X Isaac's character, whatever his new name is. I'm gonna call him Abraham. I think he's supposed to be Jewish. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure what ethnicity that character is supposed to be.
Can we go with Ezekiel instead?
Fine, we'll go with Ezekiel. So
Ezekiel's a fun name.
Yeah, Ezekiel, who is in love with Dracula. So what I think we do, he turned himself into a night beast or something, right? And that's how he could still be alive 100 years later. How do you think that for a plot point?
And I was more mesmerized by the Dogether freaking appearing. Sorry. Ezekiel.
Yeah, Ezekiel, who was in love with Dracula, and is now unknowingly helping Death reincarnate Dracula, even as though it's against his will. 100 years later, he turned himself into a night beast to be able to be alive 100 years later. I think this works with
Okay.
I think this works with dumb Castlevania logic. What the hell?
There's a lot of inconsistencies, to say the least, with Castlevania, so...
Yeah, I think that works with dumb Castlevania logic. We can work with this. Well,
Go
I
gather
mean, like,
his
even in the cartoon itself, there's a bunch of things they can't make up their mind if religion actually does something or not. When you know, beating Dracula or vampires and stuff like that, where they can't make their mind if religion is real or not in this universe. Because remember
There's
when...
at least... Go ahead.
Because remember when he got that, like, cross or something, and she was all like, oh, a guy from Africa or India or whatever wouldn't be waving a cross around. And he's like, oh, no, it's just a geometrical shape because they're evolved from predators. And I'm like, that's not how vampires were made. They were... And I'm like, okay. So you like, you know, there's those weird comments here and there that are trying to imply that gods don't exist, but then they do exist. It's also implied God does exist. Because how else, you know, would the priest be able to create holy water being properly ordained?
There is definitely religious overtones within the Castlevania lore.
Right.
By far.
So it's like one of the main things I would fix is like, no, there's definitely religion here, and I'm like, it's fine if you want to keep the church being like, here and there, and I'm like, but clearly you can't just, you know, not have religious stuff, because in everything that exists, when it comes to battling like demons, spirits, and vampires, faith in a god has always been one of the main things that have been able to defeat those. So, like, you can't get rid of it. It doesn't mean that you...
I am having a moment in the video game. You look up at what's going on.
Everybody see up there in the corner? Look at it go, guys. But anyway, that's my main spiel about the people, like, and I'm like, guys, you can't just not have religion. That's not how this works. That's not how Castlevania works.
Literally, the very first freaking Castlevania games, one of the weapons is a crucifix.
Jesus. Oh. Well.
Seriously? I gotta do all of that all over again. For the record, I have no idea where anybody else is hitting. I know where Maria is hitting. I have no idea where anybody else is hitting. There's actually three other girls I need to find. One of them is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And the only way to get the good ending is to actually find her.
Mm-hmm. Where is my girlfriend?
And that was one thing that if we were to go to... Let's say we keep Nocturne how it is.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, it's Richter and Maria.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I would do. I would... Oops.
Well, first things first, we have to get rid of Maria's mother and the stupid relationship with the priest.
Yes. Because I'm pretty sure Maria's mother is actually dead.
Because not everybody needs to have mommy issues. We're going to make Maria an orphan from very young age, doesn't remember mother, so is not traumatized from mommy issues.
Too soon.
Also, we need to get rid of the thing that Richter's mom was the Belmont.
Yes.
Because I think that's stupid. I also think it doesn't make any sense if Justy is still alive that she would have the whip. I don't think they just hand it over if they're still in fighting prime. Juicy was still able to easily kill a. Juicy appears, by the way, in the series later on. I decided to watch a thing and
But you did watch more.
I didn't watch more. I watched people's reviews on it, and then one of they're like, this is one of the only cool things in the thing is that Juicy shows up, but it doesn't make much. But a lot of stuff still doesn't make a lot of sense of what's going on. It also makes no sense why Richter would have been left alone either if Juicy was still alive. So, since apparently they want to have their cake and eat it too, and they want Juicy, one of the most powerful Belmonts around, to be alive in this, how about we do it instead? Richter's mom died in childbirth, and Juicy is handling raising him, so that way he actually has some abilities.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
But
And then you could kill Juicy dramatically instead.
no, actually, I had a better idea.
Better idea. Okay, let's hear it.
How about Nocturne be a what-if scenario where Richter doesn't actually save Annette? Annette becomes a vampire, which is what happens in this game, where
That
if
is
you don't
true.
save her. And she is the badass female vampire in Nocturne. Annette and Nocturne is a
Annette-
whole new character.
Annette and Nocturne, we will now name her Shakita, because Shakita is a fun name to say.
Chiquita is fine. Yes,
Yes.
sure.
So Shakita,
Doesn't matter what her name is. Her name is not Annette.
yeah, her name is not Annette. She can still exist.
And
She will not be, and
Richter's-
she will not be a love interest for Richter, because apparently everybody's like, her attraction to Richter came out of nowhere. There was no build up for this. So she will just not be a love interest. She'll just be our badass
speaking of
character
Camilla.
with weird powers that I don't completely understand how it works, but that's okay.
This is Carmilla, by the way.
Meow. She's making out with you.
No, not that. That thing floating up there. That's Carmilla.
Yeah, oh. Why did they keep her with purple hair in the anime? Disappointed. 3 out of 10.
Oh, I love this design. Not the design in the cartoon or show, but this design. That's fantastic.
Well, so yeah.
But that's
So-
the general gist of what I would have done with Doctor. Basically, takes place 2 years later.
Yeah.
Annette was turned into a vampire.
Shakita is...
Richter and Maria, Chiquita joins up with Richter and Maria.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I got killed her too.
Maria, instead of revolutionary, is all like, I'm doe-eyed and innocent and so naive to everything that's going on, and I'm going to be wearing a more period-accurate outfit because... I'm sorry, the pink pants, I can't do it. Especially if she's supposed to be an orphan. I think if anything, if she was wearing any pastels, it would be like blue. But I think we should give her like a brownish outfit or something. I'm sorry. We're still in France. Actually, we should actually move away from France. We should be in Transylvania or Romania.
Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
That's where a majority of Castlevania games take
Yeah.
place.
It's like we should
There's
be-
a couple of exceptions.
Yeah, it's like, but we-
actually,
For this one, we should be but for this one in particular, we should be in Transylvania or Romania. I think Annette is Romanian. I think she's supposed to be Romanian, if I'm according to some
checking.
people.
I'm checking now Rondo of Blood, where it's technically supposed to take place. I know, obviously, it's Europe. Rondo of Blood, 10th installment, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Plot in the good old days, people desired, blah blah blah.
Although if they really had to go with pink, they could have just used the other outfit for Annette instead, the pink. It's basically the only difference between that is the bottom where she's actually wearing a dress instead of pants. I'm sorry, that's just they're in a time period where conforming to social standards is important. And I don't think a girl would get away with wearing pants at this time period. That's just my hang up with the design. I'm good now. I'm good. It's fine.
There's actually no confirmation as to where Rondo of Blood takes place, but the
Well, it's in Dracula's
rumored
castle, so it's gotta be like Transylvania or Romania then, right?
the rumored place is in Germany, and Dracula's castle can travel.
Ah.
That's actually
Well
accurate.
then, well regardless then it shouldn't be in France.
But that is also where I put in, and I do also want to point out, this is, I don't know if it's something I said yet,
Yeah.
but the one thing they should not have done with the Castlevania show, the Nocturne one, was tease it as if it was going to be a retelling of Rondo of Blood.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that yet,
Yeah,
but
you did.
that is absolutely the one thing. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just fucking rambling at this point then.
But yeah, it's like so we're gonna be that like so we'll start it off as Richter is like after losing his girlfriend and is kind of depressed, and then all of a sudden the church is all like, we need you to beat Dracula. Also, here's this random girl who can do magic. Since we don't want to burn her as a witch, why don't you take care of her? And she's like, my name's Maria. I can summon animals.
Maria is awesome. Not in the show, but in the game she is.
I'm gonna
I
be.
think I said it best to my
Yeah.
friend Cecil, where I basically said they took one of the best Castlevania characters in the entire series and just made her completely insufferable.
I'm gonna be naive and an actual 12-year-old in this series instead of the weird whatever they're trying to go for in this one. You know, it's funny because her older artwork, her hair actually goes like more of a reddish color.
I thought her hair was, in the original, I thought her hair was like blue or something.
Now it's blonde.
This is an instant death, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And then the
Here,
penguin laughs
I'll-
right afterwards.
I'll paste in our open chat over here what the wiki gives us for her original. Ugh. Where's the
I got the shit right here.
for
Hold
her
on.
original stuff.
Just click this. I'll see it. Okay, she's blonde.
Yep.
Never mind. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I'm fucking confusing. Of all things, Final Fantasy. With Terra. Terra was originally had green hair.
I mean,
And
the original version of.
And she apparently dyed it blonde. Can I go this way?
But yeah,
I
anyway.
can go that way.
But I'm saying, if anything, they should have used they should have used this. They should have used this design more as the second one that I'm posting in here, more as a base, more so than this game's version of Maria, I feel.
Open chat. Yeah, that's the design for this. Well, not really, actually,
No,
because she's
it's-
got, like you said, she got more pants
Yeah.
in this one.
Like this is the design they pulled from for her for the cartoon.
I love that freaking Japanese little
Yeah.
Japanese thing where they pull the eye down. I really wish America would adopt that instead of the middle finger.
But yeah,
Or
but this
sticking thumbnail.
design, yeah, but this design that I just gave you, I think that actually works a lot better for,
The bottom one
yeah.
or the top one?
No, the bottom one with the painterly design like this, where with it keeps to her traditional design from the first one, but you know, makes it a little more, you know, stylish. You know?
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. That's dead.
So I think that, yeah, I think that design would be. I think her properly being like a bright-eyed
Bright-eyed,
12-year-old
innocent 12-year-old.
who will make things awkward for Alucard going forward, because you know,
Very, very awkward.
very awkward.
Yeah, it's implied that they, kind of, yeah. I want to point out, she's probably 20 and Alucard's maybe about well over 500 years old.
Yeah, he's about 500. Look, we're not gonna worry about the ages of fictional vampires, okay?
Fair enough.
And at least she was 20 when they hooked up, but
Yes, again, it's not like he was doing it in Rondo.
Mhm.
That would have been a little fucking gross.
yeah. Well, Alucard's the kind of guy who he avoids relationships as much as possible. The only reason
Yes.
he gets in a relationship is usually if he cannot get away from the girl. So,
And Maria certainly would not get away from him.
yeah.
Oh god, I hate the freaking
Which
storks,
funny,
or whatever
which
the hell
makes
those are.
which makes her, even though one was written out of canon, it makes her, she was one of two Belmonts who would not leave Alucard alone.
I don't think Maria's a Belmont.
No, but Maria is in the Belmont bloodline. That's how she has magic powers, isn't it? Yeah, because in the
Belmont is the mages.
right, she's a Belnata's Belmont. The reason why she goes, she's like, it's in my bloodline. I'm here because of my blood called to me because we have to defeat Dracula. So she's also in the Belmont bloodline because she's also in the
Let's see here.
she also has to defeat Dracula.
I've got to look this up now. Her blood type's AB apparently.
Mhm.
I know that has some kind of meaning in Japan, but for the life of me, I don't know what the hell it is.
Yes, right here. She's a distant relative of the Belmont clan.
Distant relative of the Belmont clan. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Why is everybody related to the goddamn Belmonts?
Because that's how it works. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be implied that she's also a part of Trevor and what's her face's Sarah. She has a stupid name. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it half the time.
Which one?
What?
Which one?
Sylvia?
Oh, Sypha.
Sypha. Why can't they let her, why
Sypha.
didn't they give her a normal name?
Sypha is a normal name.
No, it's not.
It's more normal than friggin' Alucard.
Yeah, but Sylvia's a more normal name. Anyway, but so I think it's also implied that she's Sypha and Trevor's, like, not like direct descendant too.
Yeah. No, definitely not direct, because it takes place like 2 centuries later.
No,
Go away! Go away!
Okay.
Go away! Sorry.
So a direct descendant is someone who it
Oh,
can
descendant.
be.
I was
Yeah.
thinking fucking like
No, descendant.
immediate family.
No, direct descendants are ones who can trace their blood back, and they are definitely blood related to the person.
Yes.
A distant descendant or whatever like that, someone who is someone you can't confirm, or can't confirm / they were married into the family, so technically it's here or there if they're actually blood related. There's some sort of bullshit like that where it can be like you can't tell for sure if like they actually have a blood relative. Oh no wait, no, it's a distant descendant is someone who is like they were your aunt or uncle or something instead of like related to you directly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's highly implied that Trevor and Sypha are her great grandparents, like Richter's. So.
Oh,
they're
basically.
They're like fourth cousins removed or something like that.
There you go. Oh, death.
Mm-hmm.
I never like death fights.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I'm at the point in the game where I'm basically... There's no more alternate paths.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically... Death is not easy in this game.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Anyway, getting back on the topic of rewrite. So Maria is Maria. So Maria is our cute bright-eyed, here to make things less depressing character.
Instead of adding to the depression.
Yeah, instead of adding to depression, she's here to take it away. We're not gonna do any of the mommy plot because there's no reason to have mommy plot. There's no reason for all the characters to have mom issues except for our new character, Shakita. So.
I love that name. Shakita.
Shakita. So Shakita is the only one.
Oh, Jesus! I
Who's going
don't
to-
remember that attack at all.
Who is going to only have the mummy issues and be runaway slave and all that bullshit. She can keep everything about her the same, other than the fact that she's supposed to be a net. I don't think she's written all that bad, honestly. Clearly, the person knows his shit about the plantations of that island or whatever. It was a French colony.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bit as cut and dry as a net like to put it, but you know, we can keep it like that. We can keep it that everything is hunky-dory. We can pretend.
Whoa, pretending is fun.
Yay! We can pretend nothing bad happened.
I would like to pretend that I'm not in this fight right now.
So haha, so Shakita and is the only one with mommy issues and with their all her, and it keeps her backstory intact. We're gonna have Trevor's mom. I mean, not Rick, Trevor. I keep saying Trevor because we keep going back to Trevor. Richter's mom died in childbirth, and he's raised by Justy instead. We're gonna do that for a plot point. And either so that way they can still have their cake and eat it too. They can still have their Justy cameo with him coming in and showing up. Richter, if they really want him to.
Maria's turn to shine. I died.
Oh.
when I die, I switch characters.
So all of our characters get together, and their job is, dang, we have to get into Dracula's castle, and save Annette. Maybe there must still be a way, even if she seems like she's a vampire now. I'm sure there's some good still in her somewhere.
There is no way. Not only that, but she is killed.
Mm-hmm. Isn't there somewhere in the story, in one of the things, where she actually overcomes it and she is transformed back into a human after being turned into a vampire?
In the game?
Yeah.
No, if she's turned into a vampire, she is turned into a vampire. There's no overcoming.
Hang on.
I don't believe there's any, Oh, there's a guy right there.
Bum.
I mean, I could be wrong.
Bum.
Okay, this stupid fight again. Oh, god damn it! Stupid ass dance. Still with us?
I'm looking through her stuff. Oh, there's
Okay.
like a non-canon one or forever. It's like if she says she's turned into a lesser vampire instead or something like that.
Ah.
But it's like a lesser vampire. I guess it's not like...
A lesser vampire.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. Not
I
quite-
don't know.
Damn it, I keep hitting that button. Not quite a vampire,
Not
but a
quite a vampire.
a vampire without all the cool things
Mm-hmm.
that make a vampire
Yeah.
a vampire.
So I don't know if that means that she could have been changed back into a human in that one or something, or if it's she's still at least got her personality or something. I don't know. But hey, whatever floats the boat, right? But yeah, she's a vampire, and so
She is a vampire. Okay, good. So Then
we'll do the vampire route, and well, Richter has to make facts that he can't ever make babies with her. So
you have this weird obsession with wanting to breed the Belmonts.
I don't have an obsession with wanting to breed the Belmonts. I just need to know. How who's grandparent and stuff like that. I need to keep this family tree make sense, okay? Because as far
Richter
as,
and Annette's.
because I refuse to let Chiquita be the next Belmont, okay? I do not want this romance happening.
I think Annette and Richter's child is Julius's father. I just don't remember the name.
Let's see.
Keep in mind, that's a big, I think.
Well, according to the family tree I looked at, he's
Julius
is descendant of Annette and Richter.
Okay, so I was right.
Mhm.
Julius's thing is in 1999,
Mm-hmm.
and this is 1790 something. So
Mm-hmm.
there would have been. So at some point in between all that, there's a encounter with Dracula,
Yeah.
because it's every 100 years with Dracula.
Mm-hmm. The only other thing in
What is it?
there is
Was it a portrait of Rowan?
There's only one other name with Richter and Annette, and who may be the next Belmont who dealt with him, and that's Michael R. Belmont.
I have no idea who that is.
According to the note in it, it comes from a Bloodlines EGM fact.
Bloodlines EGM fact?
Yeah. Castlevania Bloodlines EGM fact. Like a... It's like, from what I'm looking at, it's like a weird document. Which I guess is probably like all of the... Yeah, so there's like, so it has the actual... a written out picture of the Belmont family tree.
You'll have to send that to me. Yeah, cut his head off. I don't like that they turn the blood gray.
It's hard to read it. It's a pudoof.
Now it's time for the boss rush. Is that you that sent me a message?
Yeah, it's a list to the PDF
Okay.
that has a sketchy sketch of the Belmont family tree on the
Yeah,
last
that is
page.
sketchy, alright.
Yeah.
Vampire Hunter versus Satan, which is cracked off in Dracula. Ralph Bamondo. Title Legend of Satanic Tassel. Second Dracula is Christopher Belmondo. Present Simon Belmondo. Lafayette Belmondo. I have no idea who Lafayette is. Quincy Morris, who is Jonathan Morris's son, or father. Jonathan Morris and Eric Picard, which is Bloodlines. Vampire Killer, blah blah blah. Johnny Morris, Eric Picard, Dracula, Elizabeth Bartley. Oh, here we go. This is what you were talking about.
I don't know if it can make it out better than I can, there, but I'm trying to read through this thing.
Cipher. I like that. I'm so glad they changed that to an A. Ralph was Trevor. Cipher. Looks like they had Christopher and Frederick and Murray. Christopher married somebody named Tanica?
Sinica or something like that.
Cynthia?
Cynthia?
They had Soleil, which makes sense, that is accurate. Gerhat, who strangely died. And Amanda, who married Ralph Erickson and made the Erickson family. Soleil, we don't know. Rond Morris and Anne get married, make the Morris family, which makes Quincy, which makes Jonathan. Frederick and Jonas make Simon, and we don't know Simon's wife, but I thought they made Christopher.
Well, I think this is like the earliest.
Yeah, this has
document.
gotta be a draft.
Yeah. This is like the earliest draft.
Castlevania Bloodline. Unfortunately, that's gonna... Bloodline's timeline. Yeah, that'll work. Castlevania timeline. Here we go. Let's see who is who. First was Leon. Then was Trevor. Trevor's kid is Christopher.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher's.
Well, it's Trevor Kid, Christopher. Mary, Cynthia, makes Solil. Whoa, Cherry's all just, yeah, I am all dressed up. I am very nice to meet you all.
Ugh. Hold on. I know they're not set up, but that deserves that.
I am
Can't do anything.
I am unbearable, and you cannot bear me off the stage because I don't have it set up. So you're just wasting your points, Orgo.
I know. One can hope. Can't throw my giant D&D die at your head.
Back at my place, there's the sale. Clothes are 100% off. You took off your clothes 100%? Dang, I can't believe you're naked.
That. Definitely don't want any of those. And for those watching the Castlevania game that's being played, we're about to go through a boss rush of the original Castlevania bosses.
No raw power.
You're going to pay for what you did. I'll show you.
Her voice sounds familiar.
Will you? Servants come forth from the gates of hell. Attack! Rid my master's castle.
We already learned that Dracula is apparently Dio in disguise, so...
Mm-hmm. You thought it was Dracula, but it's me, Dio.
It was a cosplay. Somebody cosplayed as Dio at last year's PAX. So of course I turned to my sister-in-law and say, "You thought it was a cosplay, but it was me, Dio."
Rip Castlevania. Rip Katina.
They still haven't announced the dates for PAX fucking 2024. I'm so irritated at that.
Wow. How am I supposed to plan and figure out what kind of outfit I should get if I don't know when it's gonna be?
I say we do Castlevania characters now.
You want us to do Castlevania characters?
Yeah.
What Castlevania characters would we go as?
I could be deaf. I'm already bald. I could just paint my fucking face white and be a skull. Although I have a red and black velvet cape, so I could be Dracula too. I would just need to do something with hair. Ow.
You know what? Listening to her, if I had to guess out of all of the list of the characters, is this Castlevania the Dracula X Chronicles, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Michelle Ruff.
I have no idea who that is.
Okay. Let me go to the animes. Let me go to the Anime News Network and list off of all of the characters that you may know who Michelle Ruff is.
My knowledge of anime is very, very mainstream.
She is Rukia Kutsuki in Bleach.
That the
Rukia.
black-haired girl?
Yeah, Rukia.
Okay, yeah, I know her.
She's Rukia. Hang on, let me get to a better thing behind the voice. Rukia. She is such a titular character. Such as in Soccer Wars the animation. She was Sumire. JK, nobody knows Soccer Wars the animation. She was also Cream the Rabbit in
Oh God.
Sadayo Kawakami in Persona 5.
I didn't get that far in the game. Even though I think that character was introduced in like the first
She's
fucking
the teacher.
20 minutes.
She's
Yeah,
the
she's the-
teacher. What do you mean you didn't get that far in the game?
I never beat freaking
Fine.
Kamoshida.
And
Or
then,
whatever the
and
hell his
have
name
you played?
was.
You didn't even play Persona 3 either. But no, wait. If
Nope.
you met Kawashida, then you know who she is.
Yes, I just don't remember.
I'ma smack you. Smack, smack, smack,
I
smack,
want to
smack.
go back to the game. It's just lots of, you know.
Okay, in Dragon Ball Super, she's Chi-Chi.
Chi. Oh, Chi. Okay. Goku's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the newest version of Chi-Chi because they changed. Because surprisingly, everybody may not realize, but they changed the voice actors for Dragon Ball a lot.
Yeah. The only ones I really know are the old ocean ones, so.
Let's see, what else is.
The really bad ones.
Michelle Ruff, her list just keeps going and go. Basically, Michelle Ruff is one of like big OG anime voice actors. Like she played Saber in the original Unlimited Works movie. And she was Cream the Rabbit.
Why? Cream the Rabbit, I think, should have been Sega's like point where they're like, all right, I think we're making too many characters in the Sonic universe.
Let's see. She was also Yuki Nagato in Haruhi Suzumiya, the bookworm girl. If you ever watched Haruhi Suzumiya.
I never have. I think this might be the first time I've ever heard of it.
All right, hang on, guys. I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
She needs to throw up after that freaking sudden knowledge. I'm responsible for entertaining her stream, I suppose, while she's gone. I apologize to everybody. Just watch me fail at this again. This game is not easy. Come on. Stop it. No! Jerk. Is that fireball just gonna... Yeah, it's just gonna float around forever until I destroy it. Okay. Oh, come on! Oh. Cherry is apparently passed out drunk on her screen. I just noticed that. Ugh. Oh, Christ. It would be nice if I could beat this game tonight, but I don't see that happening. Oh! She awakens.
Oh, okay, I'm back.
Okay. You done regurgitating after I dropped that knowledge? I was commenting that your character basically looked like she passed out drunk.
Probably.
And I'm still fighting this boss.
Anyway, all my redeems aren't working because this is set up in a different thing. Because I didn't want a crazy setup for tonight. I didn't want any distractions. I was just gonna talk about Castlevania. And
I'm the one that's distracted because I should have just played the original Castlevania. I can beat that shit with my eyes closed.
oh, Michelle Ruff was Ellie in Rave Master.
Yeah, see me shrug my shoulders.
Nobody
but...
remembers Rave Master. Rave Master was the fairy tale before it was fairy tale.
How am I looking at Medusa without turning into stone? Somebody explain that one to me. Little girl powers, that's how I'm doing it.
Let's see, she was Lautmon and Digimon Tamers.
Ah, damn it. Oh. Under the creature.
Wait, hang
What else
on,
can we do?
2000? Wait, was she the original voice actor for Luna?
Luna?
From Sailor Moon.
Ah, okay. I don't know the characters by name on that one. I could point out a lot of them, but I don't know their names.
Yeah, I think she was the original voice actor for Luna and Sailor Moon. Going by the Michelle Ruff timeline.
Alright, one more boss. It's time to take on Shaft.
Intrigue.
I could be Shaft too, actually.
So indeed. Very well then, face me.
Purple robe with a gold belt.
Wah.
Shouldn't be that difficult to pull off.
Wah, 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 wah. Anyway, so how are my duckies doing over there? How are the duckies looking, everyone? Look at all these duckies.
I can't look right now, I'm trying to...
Yeah.
Shaft's not an easy fight. Oh. I mean, he better not be an easy fight, he's one of the main villains. Just talk about Shaft. I can dig it. That's an old man reference.
Oh. Anyway, they didn't do anything. Wait, I couldn't remember in Nocturne. Was the guy who they made a Native American vampire supposed to be Shaft?
No.
Or oh, okay.
Shaft, I don't believe, was in there. It was the... You're talking about the guy in the purple suit who I
Yeah.
basically called Prince?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that was Olox.
Oh, okay.
Olrox.
Well, I'm
Which
sorry. I'm sorry
I'm
when
fine
they keep
with that.
changing the characters so much. It's hard to tell who is who. I can't tell who's who.
I was fine with Olrox, so... Ooh,
Well-
good, I start right at Shaft.
Well, it's fine with Ulrox because he was just a Nosferatu character, so technically
Jeez.
they could do whatever you wanted with them, really.
Ugh. I mean, he is... Yeah, like you said, he is
Yeah.
based on a Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
So, that much is... Like, I'm trying to remember the actual, like, character's name that... I think it's Olrock or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. I
But
just gotta
anyway.
watch out for this last attack. Maybe I will get this done tonight.
Maybe you will.
I got
Easy
2 more
peasy.
levels.
And there's only
Yeah,
20 minutes. Well, I probably should get going soon. I should probably
But I
go
will
to
not
bed.
get this done because I'm probably gonna stop when you stop.
Honestly, I should probably get going to bed now. Because I still have work in the morning. Unfortunately, guys, this Halloween doesn't mean day off from work.
Nope. I have work. I have a very busy day tomorrow. It is the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
and
Wake up! Na 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 na.
and
Mana,
it is
mana, mana,
very
mana,
busy
mana.
at my work.
Butter, 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 butter. You want to. Butter, 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 butter. Da, butter, 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 butter. Yeah.
Why are you bouncing around on your screen?
I was trying to sing the
Wow, wow,
wake up
wow,
song. Wake up! Butter, 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 butter.
Oh, chop suey.
Yeah.
I was singing a completely different song.
That's okay. I always could sing completely different songs than what people were singing. So,
Okay.
anyway, look at all the duckies we got, guys. We did a great job.
It's-
With the master of duckies. And anyway, thank you for joining us for my unfortunate... I didn't actually rewrite it. We just got distracted. Hello, ADHD brain.
We rewrote it well enough.
We rewrote it well enough.
Basically, what we summed it up to: don't associate it with Rondo of Blood. Change characters' names.
Change characters'
And-
names. Get rid of the stupid Alucard angst sex scene.
Oh, you're talking about the original. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot we could change with that.
Yeah, get rid of those shit. Probably don't go straight to Richter. Either go to the end of the timeline or don't go to Richter, because going to Richter just cuts out way too much stuff. So, yeah.
You didn't comment on the fact that I have friggin' eyeliner on either.
You've shown me that you wear eyeliner from time to time, and you like to
I do
go...
not wear eyeliner from time to time.
Yes, you did! You showed me that picture of you being an angsty person with eyeliner.
I do not remember this. You sure you're not
When you
confusing me
had
with somebody?
hair or something.
Oh, my long hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember putting eyeliner on, but I do remember having really long hair and basically being a fucking pathetic piece of shit.
You were
when I was
dressing
21.
all in black, trying to think you were cool.
Yeah, dressing all in black, wearing a long black trench coat for my 5'6" frame. No one under 6 feet tall should wear a trench coat. Long hair. I was very endearing, I'm sure. You know what, though? I would kill for that hair again.
You could say that you were unbearable. Da 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us for this very great Halloween. I hope to see you all next time, and I hope to not be a bear and be a dog instead. Basically, the way I did this is because I'm gonna edit this model a little bit so that way I look like myself.
Wait, with actual pink and green
Yeah,
hair.
with
and-
actual pink and green hair. Hang on, let me like show you like why I got this model, because I can actually
Put
let
my
me-
glasses back on so I can actually see.
let me unlock my model. Let me.
I need to get contacts.
So as you can see from the hairstyle on this model, I can actually pretty much.
She's getting naked. Watch out. She's removing her clothing.
I'm taking off my clothes. Oh my god, I'm naked. Anyway.
Naked.
As you can see, the hairstyle actually looks like I can make it look pretty close to what I look like. So I was like, this could be a great film model, because it's not that I like my original model, but like I said, this is my original model. Let me go to it. Whee! So this model is already 2 years old, and it does not have as much as articulation as that other model has. Like let me go back to the other model and make the same head. And this is me making the same head movements with this model as I did with the other one, and you can see there's a big difference in articulation.
I think it would probably be best to put you on my screen at the moment instead of looking at the Castlevania title screen. So when I say things like Cherry's getting naked, they know what the hell I'm talking about. You're about to get another duck.
Duck. Anyway, let's get this last duck and then we're gonna call it a night. Thank you so much for joining us for Halloween. I hope you all had a wonderful Halloween. And I hope things keep going crazy in the day. Anyway, I'll see you all next month.
Next month?
Yeah, because tomorrow is November 1st.
Oh. I'm gonna hit you with this cane. Hold on.
No,
Bang! Doesn't work very well.
nothing's working right now.
No, nothing is working right now. I hit your
Anyway.
avatar that's floating above me. Anyways,
Yeah,
we will be back on Friday.
yeah,
with
we'll be
Baldur's
back on
Gate,
Friday next month with Baldur's Gate.
and I hit you, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more Dragon Quest 9.
Yeah, next month. You'll be back next month.
Fine, I'll be back next month with Dragon Quest 9. As in about 3 hours and 15 minutes from now.
Yeah.
Next month.
What? I think it's funny.
Yes. There are days that I really miss working with you, so I can just belt you when I see you in person.
Never. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How do I leave?
Alright, quick game.
Oh, there it is.